Hello and welcome to the Trade Ideas Live Market Recap for Thursday, July the 9th. My name is Barry Anderson. I'm the moderator of the trading room. This is the address to get into the room, and you can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account. All right, well, a bit of a change up today. Let me just, okay, I'm bringing up eSignal, and I am getting the 15-minute chart up. Okay, now I have eSignal up. I am trying this out. You may or may not be aware that Trade Ideas is now available within as an add-on to sorry, eSignal. I used to have eSignal a long, long time ago, and so I'm just trying to get accustomed to it again. One of the things I can't figure out how to do, and I'm sure there must be a way, is I would like to have these are 15-minute candles. I would like to have them, over the entire monitor as opposed to them breaking up over the course of various days. The way I can kind of do it with a TC2000. I'm sure there's a simple way to do it. I just haven't figured it out right yet. But today is going to be a little bit different. It was a very quiet day, and one of the things that we started to look at, and this was brought up by Real Big Deals in the trading room, and he's been bringing it up for quite a few days now. This is not the first day, but he's been talking about what is called a green bar ignored or a red bar ignored, GBI or RBI for short. And in essence, what you're doing is you're taking a look at situations in which and SO is a good example of one. Now these are 15-minute candles. I think you can do them in different time frames. I'm kind of looking at them on a 15-minute candle time frame. Basically what you're looking for is a pattern like this. You see here's a red candle, another one, and another one. And then you get this little green candle right there. And so, and it's quite narrow. So, you might be looking at this and going, okay, well, here's some green candles or red candles down. Maybe the buyers have taken over and will cause this to spike up. But look what happens on the very next candle. It's red, and it basically starts another downward trend. So, the theory is that you ignore this green candle and green bar ignored bar candle. And you basically, I guess there's two schools of thought. You can take the trade. I know it's hard to see maybe right at the base of this of the green candle, which would be 43.48, or at the base of the red candle. It's almost the same, 43.44 or so. And you'd put your stop at the top of the green candle. So you've got a pretty tight stop, and then you just let it go. So, is it spectacular? It's not spectacular, but, go from 43.47 down to 43.15 on a day where not a lot of follow through was happening, especially later on in the day. So, that was pretty interesting, I thought. Now, I actually got into one of these, SPNC. I'm still in it. Uh, is it fantastic? No, not yet. But again, you have to also look at the day. We're going to very, very slow day. But, here's the principle again. Now, I'm in the trade at 24.75. It's very hard to see this, but right there, here's the two candles down, and then one up. Let me just mute there we go, mute the trade ideas alerts for me. So here are the candles down. This is hard to see, but this is a green candle, and then it resumes downward. So I took the trade right here at, it was actually 24.75. I'm still in it. And what I like about, of course, when you take a look at it on all the 15-minute time frames in the previous days, yeah, it could go down to there, 24.55. So again, nothing spectacular. But if it ever broke through there, you've got there's the low there's where it closed yesterday. So, but it's an interesting concept, and it's a matter now. What I'm trying to do is take a look at here's a top list with 15-minute candles down in a row. So if you take a look at AOS, so I'll just click on AOS, and let's hope AOS, there it is, AOS showed up. So here are the candles coming down. So, I would start to watch this. I would put this on a thumbnail chart, and, the minute this stopped and there was a green candle, and I think we're going to be able to develop something within Trade Ideas to do this, then I would really start to watch this and see if that green candle didn't go above the top of, let's for argument's sake, say there's a green candle forming and it didn't go above the top of the last red candle. and then a red candle formed. I would say, it could be just another a continuation move down. We do have alerts that look like they could give us this kind of a pattern, but I say Red Big Deal in the room. He said he took a look at them and it wasn't quite giving him what he wanted. But it's a very interesting concept. It makes a lot of sense, especially if the green candle is pretty small. So that, that means to me anyway, that the buyers, they had a little bit of a go in it, but they said, the heck with it, and then the sellers took over again. So this is definitely something that we'd like to develop into a strategy. And the only other one that I traded, I'll get back to a 5-minute candle, is WRK. And again, I don't have these marked up. But hopefully you can see why I was looking at this one. And I actually was jokingly saying this is the reverse. Now, remember now, the other ones were green bar ignored, and the reverse is a red bar ignored. So you can see here are some green candles coming down, and then it looks, in fact, let me get on a 15-minute chart and see if it looks maybe a little bit better. Sort of. Here are some green candles up. Here is the red candle coming down. You ignore that one. Here's the green next green candle, and then you take the trade. Now I was looking at this one anyway. Okay, let me get back to the 5-minute chart. I was looking at this one regardless of red bar, green bar ignored. Obviously, because I was looking at this pattern right here. You see how this was just consolidating right at the whole number of 59, just below it. And I was saying in the room that I was going to take this trade if it ever could break above it. And lo and behold, here is, let me just see. Okay, you see again, I know this line must go down somehow. But anyway, here is where I took the trade. I took it actually at 59.10. I wanted it to break over this little area there, and I took the trade a little bit late, actually about 59.10, and I sold at 59.30, 59.30. It was very quick, and you can see it just collapsed after that, so it was really a failed breakout. But nonetheless, on a day where not a lot was happening, it worked out pretty well. So that's basically it. Again, I apologize for the no marking up. Hopefully, I can get eSignal to on this aspect of it to do what I want it to do, so it can be a little more clear for these videos. And by the way, if anybody has eSignal and they want to tell me how to do this, great. I obviously I can phone them and hopefully they can help me out. The other thing I'd like to do, you see here is how. Here is the name of the chart of the symbols. You can barely read it. I know there has to be a way in for me to get this in bold or black or something so I can read the name of the symbol and all, name of the stock. Okay, that's it for today. Let me just bring back the cover sheet. Here again is how to get into our room. You can log in with your Facebook or your Twitter account, and I hope to see you in the trading room on tomorrow.